of environment that you grow up in dictates the kind of behavior and lifestyle that you're attached to. We need to see our big picture. We need to see who we are in the future, so we are transforming ourselves, become that. Hi there. Are you feeling stuck in your life? Are you a student struggling through your studies? Are you a professional struggling through the work that you're doing? Or are you a businessman and you're struggling with generating leads? Well, if you're that person, then this video is for you. Today I want to talk about the power of transformation. Transformation is a very powerful thing if we look at it in the bigger picture of where we're going in our life. So there are three important things that I want to cover today. Number one is the conditions. Okay, what is conditions? Conditions is the type of environment that all of us grow up in. Why is that so important in the process of transformation? Well, if you look at the environment, the kind of environment that you grow up in dictates the kind of behavior and lifestyle that you're attached to. Okay, say for example, if you grow up in a settlement, for example, we know that in a settlement you don't have access to certain privileges, maybe power or water, or even the environment itself is toxic in the sense that there's a lot of activities happening, like stealing and so many other things that are happening in the environmental settings. So what is happening is that you are growing and you are cultivating those beliefs, because what you see around you tends to shape you in a very predominant way, the way that you think and the way that you act. So the external conditions really play a major part in developing our belief system, which is the way we operate on. It is the system by which personally we use to make decisions and choices in our life. Okay, so if you're growing up in that setting and you feel that all is hopeless and all is lost, then that's the kind of belief that you're growing up with now, even though you have so much potential to be great and to become the best. So the number one point that we draw out from is the conditions. What type of conditions are shaping us? Okay, whether they are good or bad, we need to be very clear on what they are. Okay, if they are bad, then we need to create the right environment and the right conditions to grow up in. Number two is the process. Okay, process is so important and so crucial. Everything in life goes through a process. A seed grows up and becomes a tree. A fish grows up in the ocean and then maximizes full potential. Okay, as human beings as well, we grow up physically and then go into the teenage stage, adulthood, and then we grow old. So there is a process to everything in life. Now we look at process of transformation. Transformation is a powerful process because everything in life transforms as well. Let's look at a butterfly, for example. Let's look at nature. If you look at a butterfly starts off with a larva. and then it grows, and eventually it gets to a stage where it becomes a butterfly. So when it reaches the butterfly stage, it's already transformed itself from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Now that process is irreversible. Okay, once it gets to the butterfly stage, it's already a butterfly. It cannot go back to its caterpillar stage. Now in life, it's the same. We need to see our big picture. We need to see who we are in the future, so we are transforming ourselves, become that. For example, you want to be an engineer, you're a student, okay, that is your goal, you want to be an engineer. So how do you become an engineer? Well, you study hard. As you go to university, you get into your books, okay, you connect with people and get knowledge that will enrich your own personal intellectual capabilities. So you put in the work. So the goal is becoming an engineer. So once you are growing through that process of accumulating the right type of knowledge, then you are becoming the person that you need to be. So it's a very powerful process. So we need to understand that process, that every information that we are accumulating and getting into our life, it is creating us. It is creating us to become the person that we intend to be, or person we do not intend to be. So this process is universal, whether it has negative repercussions on you or positive. The key thing here is to understand that this process is happening. Now, if we are blind to this process, then we are growing into the person that we do not want to be. And that's why some of our struggles are still there, because we are carrying beliefs, we are carrying attitudes that we do not desire to cultivate initially, but we have already cultivated through the process of accumulating knowledge over time. So we are a product of knowledge, we are a product of all the information that we have cultivated from the day that we are born to where we are now. Okay, so it's very important for you and I to understand this process if we're going to be the best that we need to be. Again, it applies to everyone, whether you're a student, whether you're a professional, whether you're in business, this principle applies. What is the result? The result is bearing fruit. Okay, so we need to get to that stage where we are bearing fruit, where we are seeing results, because the results that are happening in you and in me is the fruit of the things that we have cultivated in our life, the beliefs and the values. For example, if I have a business, right? Running a business. So all the time I'm constantly developing myself, I'm constantly reading, I'm constantly growing, I'm constantly putting myself out there into the market to generate new leads. So that's how I'm seeing the results, the action that I'm taking, the people that I'm connecting with. I'm seeing the direct result of my intentional planning and the goals that I'm setting. So we all have to be intentional, we have to plan, and personal growth is a very powerful process. We need to be intentional in who we are becoming by being progressive in our attainment of knowledge. Okay, so if you're gonna be that person, you get the knowledge that will make you that person. So that's the easiest way, that's the fastest way for you to accelerate your life. And that means you have to come out from your comfort zones. Okay, from where you are, from what's limiting you to where you need to be. So that's my encouragement to you all watching today. The power of transformation, very powerful. Let's look at it in the bigger picture of who we want to become. Let's apply it, because when we transform, we see tremendous and great results in our life. So God bless and have a blessed day.